Hi y'all, and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be setting up my Franken Planner for 2023. It is crazy to believe that this year is already almost over, and I know some of you who already are subscribed to my channel are probably wondering where I have been. I have been on a hiatus. This year, you all, has been testy to say the least. So I know I haven't been around for a while, but I do plan to get back into posting regular videos at least one a week because I miss doing this. But in the same token, and I know you've all been through this with different seasons in your life, you do have to sometimes prioritize things. And while I've still been working in my planner, filming videos has not been a top priority because I've had other things that have been a little more pressing, and family and work has been a little more important. But I am back and we are prepping for next year. So let's go. So what I'm doing is I did get these, I don't know, iridescent, I guess, discs, and they're beautiful. They are plastic, but I don't really mind plastic discs. I know for me personally, I do prefer metal discs, but if I can't get the ones I want, I'm totally okay with plastic discs. And I'm also simplifying a lot this year too. I think part of the reason why I allowed for myself to come off of filming my videos is because I had too many planners and I was trying to keep up with those versus actually filming my videos. So this year, we're only doing 3. Well, 4-ish, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the first one is gonna be this vertical layout. It is a 12-month planner. I love this cover and I love this, like, I don't think it's a dashboard, but it's like a thick page to kind of go along with this cover. It's a beautiful outside. I did try to find a lined vertical, but I could not find one for 2023, which is actually my favorite for my home planner. But we're gonna go with the classic vertical and see how we do with that this year. So it's this, it's just your regular vertical layout. And we are going to try that for my home planner in combination with this monthly layout, because I've been using the monthly layout in my home planners and I love them for specifically these pages. Obviously, I've already been doing some pre-planning and I like this checklist style type of pages too. So we're going to actually Franken plan these together. And then, because I'm getting back into my videos for my social media, I went through a lot of different types of planners last year for my social media, but I did find right before I stopped frequently filming my videos, I was using the monthly layout for that too, and it worked the best for me. So again, another monthly layout, and it is, again, more for these pages and that checklist style. That works so good for me. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we need to do is make room because always you never have enough room, right? I want to use these covers but with these discs. So we've got to get, sorry, I know that's loud, but we've got to get this working first. So let's get all of this ready to roll and then we can start building. And when I get to, woof, those are thick. When I get to my budget section of my planner, you'll understand why I say 4-ish because I'm kind of building it from an old planner. What's the easiest way to do this? I think the easiest way to do this is going to be put these two together, then add that piece in. So let's open these guys so we can start adding these discs. Look at these discs. These are so pretty. I love, I don't know if you can really see that. I love that iridescent look. It's so pretty, and I think it'll go really well with this planner cover. It gives it a little something extra, but with that, I don't know, the pink to me was, the pink is pretty, but it's a little dull, I think, for me and my taste. So we're just gonna give it a little bit of flair. Y'all, I'm out of practice with this because when you Franken plan, you don't ever have to change your discs for a whole year, right? Like, well, I mean, you can, but I don't. I keep whatever discs I start with throughout the whole year, and I just change my covers. So I am clearly out of practice with putting these discs on. And I do have 2 left over because I use classic size. So I'll add those to my storage. And then let's put this in. Oops, upside down. Perfect. So that'll be front, back. So, I don't know, so cute. I love this. This is so cute. And then now we're gonna start adding our guts. So what I was looking at though, because, let me put this to the side for a moment. Because I'm using 2 for my home, I have been kind of like flipping through and looking at what is it that I want to actually use for my individual pages. So I have this I could use for my hello page, or this I could use for my hello page. And looking at both of them, I do feel like I like this one better. So I'm going to go with that for my hello page, as well as the perpetual calendar. And again, I have already been planning in the pre-planning rather in this a little bit. I have to keep that, so I'm just going to flip it because I label it what it is for, what planner it's for. So let's get this in here. And I love the perpetual calendar. Look, tape pages, right? Because one thing I did notice for this year, I didn't really use these pages at all. So I'm going to tape them together. That way when you flip this, it's just going to be this and this, right? So let's go ahead and do that to start. Grab my tape runner. And I'm lefty, so I have to spin things around sometimes. Those of you that are left-handed probably understand. But let's get these taped down first. And then we can start getting our actual planner put in there, our monthly, and I call them the overview pages that comes in that monthly layout. Why is this tape runner being a pain in the rear end already? Okay, there we go. No, we don't go. You know, I've got to get some of that Tombow tape. I had some, and then I ran out, and I never bought it back again. So now I'm just buying tape from Walmart, and sometimes it's great and sometimes it is not. But let me get this laid in here as straight as I can. Which again, I know I've not been around for a while, but if you watch me, you know it's very hard for me to make things straight. Papers, lines, anything. But I think that is pretty good. Okay. So the next one is going to be determining which monthly divider I want to use for January. They're both beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I do think I like this one just a little bit better than this one. So I'm going to use this one for my monthly dividers for January. And I've already pre-planned. I've chosen already, and I'm going to pull these pages. I'm going to leave these just for now, though. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here with these. So let's get these in here. And I don't think I need anything here. No, so I'm going to just flip that to keep my space. Because then I need to pull the weeklies from here to add in. So we are going to flip these pages over and add these pages in. So these will be my weeklies, and I'm going to tape these pages together. Hopefully, again, my tape, I don't know, it's being a little silly. See, can we get it to work? I don't know. Do y'all have struggles with tape, or is it just me? Because I tell you, every tape runner that I get, maybe it's a left-handed thing. Should us lefties make left-handed tape runner? I mean, or is it just me? I don't know. Comment down below. Do you struggle with tape? I struggle with everything. All right, so let's get this in. Tape this down as close to straight as we can. And honestly, the best way I found to do this is backwards, right? So not from the rings, but actually from the edges. Perfect. All right, so that'll be my weeklies. And then also I need to put this back. I just noticed I did not put this back at the beginning. So let's go back for a moment there. I want this to go right here in the front. Nope. I want this to go right here. Okay. So that'll take care of January home section with my monthly. I call these overview pages. I don't know what anybody else calls them. They work for me like that. And then my weeklies. Okay, so but then also I do obviously pre-planning. So now I have to figure out what divider out of these two planners, kind of like that one, y'all. I like that one too. I feel like I like that one a little bit better though. I don't know. Let's see, what color is that divider tab? Green on the front, well, teal on the front, white on the back. Teal and teal, that's gonna be too much. We're gonna use this one. So for this one though, I have to keep those pages. For this one though, I'm only gonna grab the monthly. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I knew this was coming. I already looked through this. So I have to grab the February divider only. And then I have to come into this one, which y'all probably can't see. It's probably off camera now. And grab the other part of the February monthly from that one because I need these pages, right? And then for this February monthly, it goes straight into those weeklies. So we're gonna grab this. And look, it matches well. I did intentionally, when I was purchasing these two planners, try to make sure that there was not too much off here. So for example, I have this monthly layout and I bought this one first and I was gonna use this, but if you look here, the monthlies are way different, right? And so I'm just gonna use this one for my social media. So then that takes care of me being able to do my pre-planning for the month of February with my overview pages because I typically will put a bunch of sticky notes on there. So then I still need my January monthly pages. So I need to leave this one here, but I do not need anything else for my February. So I can go ahead, sorry, I'm struggling over here with this one. I've got to find another set of covers just to put this one because this will be my one that I will just keep pulling from. So then the next section is going to be for my social media. And like I said, I love the monthly layout, so I will be using this. And I do like to use the perpetual calendar for my videos. So I am going to go ahead and pull that. I have too much stuff all around me. And get that in there. And then, of course, I need January. And what I've been doing, well, I haven't been doing videos, so I haven't been using my social media planner a lot this year, honestly. But I did go ahead and do some pre-planning. And then for this month, I did use these just a little bit, right? So, for example, I already pulled my dashboards out of here. For example, this month, because I'm trying to get back into it, I wanted to pre-plan getting some videos done this month. So I've been using that monthly layout and it's been working pretty well. So I'm going to continue that. So that'll be for January, and then I just need the February monthly and those, again, what I call those overview pages. So I'm just going to pull that for pre-planning. So it'll be the February monthly and then those overview pages, but to not make my planner too bulky, I'm not going to pull the monthly pages just yet. I will pull those as February happens. So that's all I need out of this one. So that one can go away too. We're going to just put it here on the floor because this is not all. I have to, that's just from the new planners. So, but then I have to put my dashboards in there, and I need to pull from my current planner some things. So let me grab my dashboards. I did go ahead and pull out of my current planner the dashboards that I use. They work well for me, so I'm going to continue with that. And so the first one needs to go right here to just divide off my home section. And these dashboards, ooh, they're old, and I've had them for a couple of years now. And I got them off of an Etsy shop, but I honestly cannot remember which one. I've tried to remember it, and I've even tried to look it up, but for some reason I can't find it. Because I have had some of you asking, but I know there's many other shops that makes these frosted dividers. I think actually though, the next time I purchase them, I noticed, I think it's Casey with Pleasantly Planned, I think makes clear, and I really like that. So I think I want to try to get some clear ones. And then so this is just going to be for my weekly. So we'll get that in there for January. And then I now need to put in February right before the perpetuals for this next one, right? So I have subsections in each of my main sections. My subsections are side tabs, and my main sections are top tabs along with my today's. But I do keep a notes section in each of my main planners, like my home and social media, because for me, for some reason, I don't like to have just one notes section where all my notes go in. I like home notes to be in the home section, social notes to be in the social section, so I do have that. We're going to keep adding things in here too. I'm just putting the dividers in, and we're going to pull my current planner and purge some of that stuff out. So then next is for my social media section, just to kind of separate that. And then I need, so for my social media, because I have this monthly layout, right? I like to kind of put my today sticker at the beginning of the month, and then I can just move it if needed to what I'm working on. But honestly, I've noticed I kind of like it showing my monthly overview. So we're going to keep that like that. And then my subsection for notes for my social media. This will all make sense soon, I promise, once I start pulling from my current planner. So then I have three main sections, right? So home, which is all things home, personal, family, all that, meal planning, budgeting, all that kind of stuff, right? And then social media. But then I like to have an extra section, and my extra section is honestly just blank filler paper because I do a lot of pre-planning. I like to make a lot of notes, so I like to have blank paper. It's getting a little bit thicker, y'all. It's starting to kind of look more like a planner. Okay, now we need to start pulling from my current planner. I just want to make sure I can do this where y'all can see and things make sense. So I don't think I need anything out of the perpetuals. I don't need anything, excuse me, anything from December. But then here is where I do need to start adding some of my subsections. It's going to go right before my notes. So the next subsection of my home planner, I do meal plan. Ooh, there's a lot there. Okay, so I'm going to pull the divider first. And so this is from I think it's a homebody extension pack from a couple of years ago. I don't use what came in it, but I do use the dividers because they work for me. But I have a bunch of handwritten stuff where I do my meal plans. And so we're gonna grab that and put that in there. And then I do have blank pages. This, because it is specific to meal planning, I do not put that in my extras section, like where I have all my blank pages, because it is specific to meal planning. And so for me, it just makes more sense to have it there. And then I have some recipe pages as well, because I love writing new recipes. So I like to keep a couple extra blank pages for when I want to write recipes. Then the next section is going to be budget. And I was using the 2022 budget planner and it was awesome, not gonna lie. But because we all know sometimes life happens, I didn't do everything that I wanted to do in that section. And I didn't use the entire planner, so I'm gonna repurpose it. And this one I am kind of going through because there is some sensitive information in that section as far as like accounts and account numbers and things like that. And I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable to share things like that. But for the budget section, what I am doing for this year is I'm repurposing the pages that I did not use. So give me a moment. Let me go through and look at this real quick, because that takes me to my notes. Okay, so I don't care if y'all see that piece, but this is what I'm talking about. So I did not use all of my pages. So what I'm gonna do is I already went through and found enough that I could, and I did already go through and redate, did a couple, cool, kind of cute stickers, like, not cute, whatever. But I did go ahead and find enough for a month, and I just whited everything out. For me personally, I don't need to have the months there as long as I have the pages. If I want to date them for the week, I can. But what I found is sometimes for these pages, for the weekly expenses pages, for me, I found that we don't have a lot of weekly expenses like week to week. We get paid on a bi-weekly basis, and so a lot of my page wouldn't be filled out, and I felt like I was wasting. And so I think for me, because I whited these out, I'm actually gonna run this until it's full, and then I'll total it up and then run it until it's full or for a 2-week period. I'll do a line break at a 2-week period, and that way I can continue to use it. And I think that will help me to not waste and have so many extra pages that aren't used. It just makes more sense for me because I say I'm frugal, but my husband will tell everybody that we know I'm not frugal. I'm just cheap. But I do splurge on Happy Planner stuff. So, and then what I mean by notes, right? So, and these things, I don't mind that you see. Some of this I was pre-planning for 2023. So like, goals for next year for finances, family and friends, health and body, personal growth, business and career, environment, and pets. And so I'm just pre-planning some goals, and there's just like random notes and things that I like to keep in here. So I just need to go through here and see what I want to put into my notes section and what I can leave in my current planner. This and this for sure. So I created this cute little weekly to-do. I'm working on that, so I'm going to take that. So I created this little weekly to-do, like what I like to do as far as like around the house and chores and things like that. So I am going to keep that in here. Sometimes I put it in my weeks while I'm pre-planning, and then I'll move it over to my notes section, or I'll move it to the next month, because it does help me with my pre-planning. And then this I created, I'm gonna have to put that in my budget section. Let's see, pull these. So this I created to start in January, just like a monthly starting balances, right? So for, we'll put that in January for now until I figure out an actual home for it. And then back to our notes. Okay, so that was a 2023, and this is some more 2023 play printing that I was doing, so I do want to put that there. And then I bought, I want to say maybe it was like, I don't remember when this release came out. It was a bit ago. But these daily pages, and I went ahead and decorated just to practice them because I've never used these daily pages, but I do like the sheet, how it turned out. So I'm going to save that for when I have a very busy day. So I'll put that there in my home section as well. And then so next, I need to go to my notes section of my social media planner. Ooh, no, I don't. I lied. I need to go to my month and pull this because I love this. I got this from, I think it was the Organized Money. Don't get me wrong, please, but I do believe it was from the Organized Money's shop. The little, I call them my Instagram stickers. They're so cute. I love those. And because I do want to get back into it this year, I want those in there. Okay, so let me get beyond December stuff in this planner and find out what do I need to carry over. I know I want to still do that. I'm still working on creating an intro video like for each of my videos and having cards at the end. So creating end cards, this is like a to-do list. Wow, look at that, 2021 on the back side. That's crazy, y'all. That's how long I've been doing it. But not consistently, and this is the word of my year is consistency. So I got to get back into my YouTube consistently. All right, so I think that is all I need for my notes for that. And then we're just gonna go to the extra section, and it is December 10th. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pull all of my blank pages out to put them into my extra section. If for some reason in the next couple of weeks, because we don't have this much long time left, I can just pull from my stash binder, my stash planner that I have. It's not really a planner. It's just got it's an expander disc with some covers on it that keeps all of my blank paper. So I don't know what you want to call that. My filler paper storage planner. I don't know. But I'm just going to carry everything over that I have in my current planner because at the end of December, I'm going to put those months back into my planners, my original planners. And so this one will eventually be, this one here will eventually be nothing, which after I cleaned it out, there's hardly nothing there. And I only kept one tab for my current home. I can flip over to my social media. That's not a problem for me. All right, so now she's a little chunky. She's ready for 2023, y'all. And she's definitely chunky. And I don't even have everything in there yet. But let's do a quick flip through. And I love this. I don't know why. I wish Happy Planner would have come out with these frosted covers a little sooner because I love this. And I can always change this out. So then we have obviously I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, if I'm going to order my name because I write horribly or if I'm going to try to write my name. We'll see. So, but then we have our perpetual calendar and then we go into our home section. And so of course we're prepared for January. We've got some pre-planning done there and we're going to start working on our overview pages and our monthly pages this month, ready for our week. And then we do have just our beginning of February, just so we can do some pre-planning. Meal plan section, again, it does have some meal planning and then it has some blank meal planning pages and recipe pages. That way when I get a wild hair and I want to write a new recipe, I can do it there. Next is my budget section. And then with that one, because there's personal things here, I'm not going to show you too much. I can take that off now. We do have January. I don't have anything pre-planned yet for February. For this video, I just wanted to find at least a full January. So I will go ahead and find a February monthly that I can use to fill that for pre-planning purposes. And then my notes section, which y'all saw me go through. It's just a ton of notes. Next is social. Again, for the name page, I have to determine, do I want to order my name or try to write it in? Not sure yet. I don't think I'm going to use these pages, so I'm not sure with this one just yet, but I may tape them together like I did the ones in my home section. And then perpetual calendar, January. This is the monthly layout. Did some pre-planning here and here. Not sure if I'm going to film my social media section just because I don't typically decorate that. That's normally just pen to paper, but if you want to see decorating on that, which I have a monthly layout in my home, or if you want to see me do the pen to paper, comment that down below and we'll see, can we work that out? And then we do have February for pre-planning, my notes section for my social media, and then of course my extras, which is just for me, filler paper. So it's all kinds of different sizes, but then also just different styles of filler paper, because I've noticed that I like to use different filler paper depending on what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. So that is it, y'all. That is gonna be my, it's weird to say this, but my 2023 Franken Planner. 2023 is already here, y'all. And if you did like this video, I do hope that you take a moment, give it a big thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe to my channel since I am back now, so you don't miss any of my future videos. I do want to say thank you so much for spending a little time with me today, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, y'all.